Alright guys, today we're gonna take a look at some recent vegan news as well as maybe some vegan day meetings, see what it's up to. Mainly, I guess, gauge if the agenda has changed, if it's still consistent. I mean, to me it just seems like, a couple more actors and there's been slightly more mainstream exposure, but most of what seems to be happening is mainstream media is kind of like shifting gears more towards climate change, that type of nonsense, and trying to get people to stop eating meat because of the environment. And I mean, as we've said several times, it's very possible, as with what we saw earlier this year with the targeting of the meat processing plants, that they're going to force people into not eating meat as opposed to trying to brainwash them into not eating meat. So how are you guys today? If you have any suggested videos or you'd like me to watch something recent, just let me know. But in real quick, I just wanted to Google vegan and see what was popular. But I guess it's still just going to be mainstream. Oh, what is vegan.com? Vegan.com offers the web's most helpful information about a vegan lifestyle and plant-based eating with no clickbait, fluff, or intrusive ads. The best content around. I guess this is probably just like a slew of conventional vegan dietary dogma. I guess since I've started making videos critiquing vegan diets, they've shifted from, oh, you only need B12 to, oh, now you need vitamin D and omega fatty acids, which still is going to cause health issues long term and basically deplete cholesterol stores until you can't produce any hormones. Part of the reason why vegan girls start looking like boys and vegan boys start looking like girls. I don't think we've done a vegan critique in like over a month now. How do you block Wi-Fi from your iPhone? You have to turn it off, put it on airplane mode, and you can directly wire it. Response to anti-vegan attacks on subscribers. Mike the Vegan is always so boring. I don't think we've ever stuck through a Mike the Vegan video. And this Goodful channel, you can't watch their videos; they'll instantly copyright you. But those are two manly looking vegan girls. Jesus. My vegan diet has aged me. Why I ignore anti-vegan YouTubers. Unnatural Vegan and Mike the Vegan are so boring. Okay, so this is the chick from, or well, maybe not chick, from Goodful. I wonder if her channel's copyrighted too. What we eat in a day, raw vegan. I guess we could watch these two corpses. There's definitely some ladies we should check up on. Eating like Lizzo vegan for 24 hours challenge. Oh, Blair Walnuts. Jesus, look at that girl. Fucking tonker. Alright, let me look up. When they say steroids are bad for your liver, are they as bad as a 6-pack of beer a day or worse? It's hard. I don't know. I don't really know much about. I don't research steroids, so I can't answer that question. But what I can say is that even something like, you have to look into the mechanism of the drug. I'm sure different steroids have different effects on the liver, but it's definitely a concern, and it's definitely enough of a reason to not even touch steroids in general. If a duck is attracted to a goose, is the duck transgender? I don't think that's how it works. Alright, so let's check out. So Victoria Zero hasn't made a video in a month, which is kind of disappointing. But I guess we have to definitely watch Hitomi. See, I just don't get it. Like playing this music, moments of love and tenderness. She has like her fat coochie, like in the literally in the first 10 seconds of the video. I don't get it. Some tender moments of my week. Who I don't know who can watch this. Meditation and Tantra practices. Download my app. hitominow.me/app. Hitomi Now? Wow, this is a pretty popular app. Unlimited premium videos, podcasts, personals, update, blogs, download features, community, and more. So Hitomi basically made her own OnlyFans app. That's pretty cool. We also got to look at that girl that we made the vegan critique on the other week was pretty upset. What was her name?
I am shooting
Megan
with
or
my
something?
friend
Marin?
Melissa today for a magazine, and I decided to wake up early so I could do my yoga practice, get a little workout in, just trying to practice moments
Premium
filled with
videos, I'm up for that.
meditation
I'm down too.
and compassion and kindness, and just allowing myself to enjoy every bit of the process of this grand becoming on this earth plane.
I'm gonna Google
Still
that.
learning,
Grand
still growing,
Becoming.
still evolving, and
It's a
trying
book.
to integrate and dance between the realms of the spirit and astral worlds and just this physical reality, because so many things are taking place on both. But I'm gonna crawl onto
Did
my yoga
Hitomi
mat
get
now.
fillers? I'm not good at telling that type of stuff. Also like the depressing music. I mean, I could watch this all day. It's Minecraft music? Is it? Why isn't my Streamlabs donation showing? Oh, I'm sorry, I think we have, I'm not sure if I have the alert box up. Let me go and check,
Let
me see if I could check the donations manually.
When I initially put on my makeup, I don't like the way that it looks because it just feels like it's on top of my face, but eventually it will like sink in and just match my skin a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't see any. I don't know if it's not working. I don't know if I'm on the wrong YouTube account.
Okay. What shall I wear today?
No, it should be correct.
So I've been shooting with Marissa for the past hour. We went to the farmer's market. We have a bunch of greens back there. We got a wild Marissa. Hi. And we're going to the post office now. I'm dropping off a little package from Depop.
If you donated, just let me know what the donation was. My Streamlabs hasn't been working.
And I sold a bunch of my clothes, which felt really good. weekend. We're at Marissa's house. I'm getting my work set up here.
All these like components of veganism are like, it's really seems like they just want to control everything, and it's really the perfect slave diet, because the minimalism stuff is basically, what do you have? Like, promoting people like the idea that you're not supposed to have anything or keep anything and have nothing. Is that trying to like brainwash and program people into actually physically being used to having nothing? And when you have to follow a vegan diet and you have like limited food accessibility to only plant foods, and you have to constantly purchase food, you're kind of at the will of whoever is producing that food on a large scale.
And we're gonna keep shooting, but taking a little bit of a break. I just ate some curry with some basmati rice. So good. Casual day in my life. I have this towel on my head because we were just shooting, but underneath I just have my braids all tied up, and I'm changing into the next outfit. Wow.
This looks exactly the same as what she had the other day.
To making it to
Bunch
this
of
moment
grains,
together
curry.
with so much love. No, it's not.
I donated $5 and wanted to know whether you think hair has EMF shielding properties. I mean, is having a giant head of hair going to, protect you at all from Wi-Fi or EMF? Maybe a very, very tiny, insignificant amount. It would be incorrect to say it doesn't, because hair obviously has some type of hair is there's some matter there, and any type of matter will block some level of Wi-Fi EMF. But don't go around thinking your hair is going to protect you from Wi-Fi or radiation in any significant way. So the answer to that is yes, but it's not significant.
It just sounds right. It is 8:30 a.m. It's a pretty sweet rainy morning today, so I'm just enjoying it. Gonna drink some kombucha and make some yummy tortillas later. They're more wraps made out of Japanese sweet potatoes, so I'll show you that recipe. I'm so excited. I'm craving them so much. I'm going to be bleeding in the next week and a half with the new moon, and my cravings have never been as strong as they are now. I want to bake cakes, I want to make wraps, I want just a lot of salads, so I'm gonna treat myself to that. And I got a bunch of lettuce from the farmer's market, so I'm pretty stoked.
Shisha, what did he touch like that? It's like half the food these vegans make, it's like they're trying to make it healthy. Like, what is adding a sweet potato make it healthy? Like, there's no way any of this tastes like. How does she even eating this stuff? This is, it does look disgusting. It looks absolutely gross.
I always start off the day so ambitious, and I do get a lot done in the morning, which is partially why I'm so obsessed with waking up so early, because I just have so much fire. But then in the afternoon I start to slow down. I've been learning what works for me is to take a meditation break or a little nature walk break and then refocus, because there's so much that I want to do in this life. I try to take time every single day to do things that do feed into my future reality and what I want to create for myself long term. I'm going to get changed also. I've just been wearing this sweater all day because it's been a rainy day, but I really like it paired with these little white shorts. I feel like I'm a camp counselor from The Parent Trap. I'm gonna link my Spotify below. It's actually always down below.
Japanese sweet potatoes are super healthy. I don't know about that. Most of the time, sweet potatoes cause a lot of digestive issues for people compared to even like white potatoes or grains.
But I usually make playlists every month, if not every few.
She's used to forcing things down her mouth, I guess.
Months. Music really can change your entire reality in a single moment.
I don't know.
So
she's been hanging out with
really
the ladies lately.
Listen to high vibrational
on
music
whatever
that
island
makes you
she's
wanna
at.
dance and makes me feel good and has good programming in it, because I always say this, I feel like we're eating from all of our senses, not just our mouths, but from our ears and from our eyes and the words that we're speaking and the frequencies, the mantras that we're absorbing subconsciously all the time. When I was depressed, I would just listen to these really sad, mopey indie songs all day, which are really beautiful and I still love them and listen to them, and I think that there's always a time and place for them, but for the most part, I try to keep it light without being too like restricting on myself. But yeah, stuff that makes me feel sensual and happy and joyous, and I also will just listen to mantras throughout the day, so that's really good.
No, she is really literally means she's legitimately crazy, and I haven't, most of the time you listen to people on YouTube, I mean especially vegans in general, you can at least comprehend what they're saying, but when Hitomi talks, it kind of just like it goes in one ear and out the other, and like none of what she's saying makes any sense.
Mind tool or mind protection, and it's just something that the more you repeat it in your head, the more that when denser thoughts come in, you can just rewrite it with that mantra that you've been repeating over and over again in your head. So I really love that, and mantras are just a really good way to show your devotion to the divine, and I love that too, and just to celebrate this life and be an embodiment of joy. Not too strict on myself with what I listen to. I'm not like, oh my god, I can't hear this song right now, I can't hear rap music, but I also know that everything is so deeply interconnected. And
I thought you dated Hitomi. That was a joke because Hitomi blocked me on Instagram before I even DM'd her.
So I just try to be aware of my programming, especially if I feel low energetically. Sometimes you are more susceptible to
I can't watch this anymore.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jasmine, and today I'm taking you to our local Costco, and I'm going to be showing you all of the fun vegan.
Hold on, let's look up. I think this is her name. She was tilted. I think this was the video. One of my viewers told me about this.
Hello. Welcome to an impromptu what I eat in a day. I was not planning on filming anything, but I figured that now that I have 1,000 recent subscribers in the past few days, that mostly came from a commentary on what I ate in a day that I made, that I might do an updated one, show you what I'm eating more recently, and give a bit more serious commentary myself on that. Because in addressing the tea, I don't want to, ramble on about this and give it unnecessary weight when it is just an energy drain, but like those of you who follow me on all other social media probably saw that there was a carnivore, and I put that in quotes because obviously as humans that's not what we are, but there's someone in the carnivore community that somehow found my what I eat in a day, did a commentary on that was definitely the most demeaning, slanderous, actually maybe not slanderous because that's a legal term, but the most demeaning thing I've ever seen done to me online. By far the most shocking influx of negative comments.
Most demeaning thing done to her online. I mean, she doesn't seem too fazed by it. I guess they got to keep these satanic rituals under wraps.
Comments that I was not even aware that people could possibly hold against me that I've ever seen. Like just so many body shaming and ad hominem attacks that don't even make sense. The comment was even made in the video that was not even mainly necessarily about my diet, but was really just an encompassing accumulation of like me as a person. It was very strange, but there was a comment that I do want to address about having satanic tattoos, which I literally found hilarious.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Hold on, where's this chick's Instagram? This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. How is this not satanic? Like, I'm just curious. Like, you have ritualistic shit on your walls. You dress up in red and black all day. How is it not satanic? I don't... Like, if you looked at her Instagram, you would, like, she only wear, like, she literally only wearing red and black. Snake tattoos. Like, how can you, like, that's not really debatable. Like, that's not really, like, you have satanic tattoos, you dress up in red and black all day, you do rituals in your apartment, and you have, like, Baphomet shit on your walls. Like, I don't think that's really up for debate. Like, I'm simply pointing it out. Like, how is this? Oh, okay.
Because I'm not a Satanist, I know very little about Satanism, I don't pretend to be very well educated in the practice at all, which if you're unfamiliar with Satanism, you might not understand that it's not demonic or whatnot, it's like a spiritual path, but frankly, I've
Hold on, she just said she wasn't satanic, and then she just explained what Satanism is.
no satanic tattoos, I know literally nothing about Satanism to a large extent. My tattoos are mostly Sanskrit and about yogic philosophy. For example, I have ahimsa written in Sanskrit on
Talk about the snake on your leg.
my arm, which represents nonviolence and compassion towards all living things. On my ankle,
Yes.
I have a cobra with the North Node or Rahu, the symbol, which the mythology behind it in a lot of Vedic text I find really compelling, and I was born under it.
Ayurvedic text is literally like, that's what, okay.
Alignment with it. I have Latin on my shoulder that says nullius in verba, or take no one's word for it. So I have amor fati on my wall and on my shoulder, that means love your fate. All of my tattoos are philosophically based, nothing to do with Satanism, but I thank you for trying with that one. Basically, if you are
I'm not familiar with Satanism, but it's not demonic, I swear.
someone who found me through that video, then you see that the comments are actually the most atrocious things like I've ever seen, to the point where I couldn't feel that hurt, because people who leave those comments are obviously not the people around me who are living their life to the fullest. No one I've ever met in class in studying something that
It's a fucking joke. Lighten up. Lighten up. These people, these I swear to God, these girls in general don't have a fucking sense of humor, let alone these vegan girls. It's all fucking gone. Would Frank like it if all the chicks made fun of him for being a quirky dork? No, I wouldn't give a shit because I'm not a quirky dork, but like, these girls actually, what I say to these girls is somewhat true, so they're actually irritated about it.
that I'm also passionate about would be someone to leave those kinds of comments. No one who is a colleague of mine or in any other profession I've been a part of would possibly be the kind of person to leave one of those comments.
What does this mean? Amor fati. Like, come on, let's open our eyes a little bit. Hold on. Amor fati. What does amor fati mean? It's a Latin phrase translated as love of fate or love of one's fate. What does Viva Lolita mean? I don't know.
And I would go as far to say that no one I see around me in New York walking their dog or getting groceries would probably even be someone to leave those comments. People living their lives on a day-to-day basis, I don't think even that they couldn't possibly stoop to that level of cognitive lowest common denominator. Like, I cannot even take the comment seriously.
I think she's more irritated. Overall, I don't think from what I remember, I haven't rewatched my video recently. I recorded that over a month and a half ago. I don't remember saying anything too negative about her. I do remember, a lot of the comments were positive, but there were some negative comments that seemed like that's what she's focusing on. This being one of them. Far-left socialist, vegan, college indoctrinated, is obsessed with witchcraft and astrology, has her pronouns in her Twitter bio. She's anything but logical. This girl is severely deranged. Oh, well, listen, like, if this guy didn't use the word deranged and he was a little bit nicer, like the girl is out there, like if he said this girl is out there, maybe she wouldn't have been as aggravated. How can she afford this apartment in New York? How much do you think she pays in rent? If I had to guess, it depends on if it's her own apartment. It might not actually be that expensive. It might be like around $2K a month, but it's still a lot of money.
Calling me like deranged or whatever the hell, like I can't take them seriously because I cannot relate to being at that lack of fulfillment in my power and my drive in life. And that's literally what it is. It's leeching. It's seeing someone who is so powerful in their distinct self that you can't even fathom it, and therefore you're leeching onto it with the commentary that you think somehow can connect yourself to them, when no, I'm up here flying doing my thing, like, no. And that's why I'm not adding fuel to the fire, despite this person, this creator, actually DMing me on Instagram. First, like literally like sliding into the DMs, which I found unfathomable, given like you would create a demeaning, misogynistic, offensive commentary on someone and then try.
I literally DM'd her to apologize and told her it was a joke, lighten up.
Like, and you're favoriting like you're hearting the comments that are atrociously misogynistic, and you try to slide in my like.
She's fucking tilted. She's fucking
and then he
so
asked
tilted.
if we could do like an astrology video together. After I asked, all I responded was, what was the.
That was like my token of apology. Honestly, fucking
point of the video. I wanted to see if he would respond. He didn't. He just kept sending this emoji, which is really uncomfortable. He was like,
okay, so sending someone a smiley face is uncomfortable. Okay.
Do you want to do an astrology video? And that's when I just blocked him, because I don't know if influencers do this where like the people they're involved in drama with, they're like in cahoots with and like speaking with them. I don't.
It's funny, the pillow says trash on it.
Play that game. I do me. I'm running 2 businesses. Like I don't have fucking time to get involved with people who are. I don't have time.
You're running 2 businesses. You talk about fucking astrology. You stare at the sky and make shit up. Like, please. You can't even take a fucking joke. I can't. I fucking can't watch this bullshit anymore. Alright, this is what we're talking about.
Let someone start believing in you.
It's Marin Altman. Look at this room. It screams severe daddy issues. Like you don't have to like explain anything. Just look at the girl and look at what she does, and that's it. Like you don't have to argue about it. Frank doesn't take jokes well either. I mean, people don't usually make jokes about me. They usually just make fun of me.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm just gonna be doing my little nighttime routine. I love to do a lot of rituals at night because I feel like I can much more.
Business stripping. I mean, to be fair, her Instagram does look like a stripper's Instagram. Like if you told, like, hold on, let's go back to her. What was her Instagram? Like if you told me like this was taken in the back room of a strip club, like I think that's very believable. Like this is definitely like a strip. Like this could definitely be like a stripper's. Like if you're going like like a stripper's escort page or some shit. Okay, we gotta stop. This girl's gonna try to cancel me again in the video. Let's leave it at that.
Effortlessly feel into my breath and into my body, and I just feel more creative at night. So I just finished taking.
See, what's with these girls and satanic snake tattoos? Got another one here.
A course on Procreate. I'm trying to add little animations to my videos and just up my editing game a little bit, and I've been using Skillshare, which is the sponsor of today's video, and I just really wanted to give them a good shout out because I've been using them for years. They're an online learning community with thousands of classes for creative and curious people. I personally love the video editing classes, anything on animation or After Effects, you know, how to use actual editing softwares like Final Cut Pro or Premiere. I also love the the painting classes. Not only can you find stuff to expand your brand and your trade and craft and actually help your business, but they also just have classes that you can take for fun.
She looks like a dominatrix. She looks like she has a pet rat or some shit.
And have that be part of your self-care routine, especially now during just one of the most uncertain times it feels like in the world. It's really important to have outlets to just let go and decompress, and I feel like you get so many options with a membership on Skillshare.
Are we doing anything fun today?
Around the classes and the
besides
teachers
sponsoring?
are also really. But this evening I decided to bake some cinnamon rolls because I just love making food and treats for my friends, and I slightly overworked the dough so they weren't as fluffy as I would have liked, but they're still cinnamon rolls and I feel like you can't really go wrong. So I just cooked these up and baked them in the oven while I did my yoga practice. I think I'm gonna do like an hour of yoga really quick. I just quickly want to say that yoga and wellness,
palm oil is like coconut oil? Not really. Palm oil might have a lot of carotene in it.
It has been heavily marketed, and I'm aware that maybe I've taken part in that, you know, external vision of what
that Aussie vegan made fun jokes on you. You were a bit snowflakey in your response. Which Aussie V? What are you talking about?
Wellness and spirituality looks like, but at the end of the day it has nothing to do with what you're wearing or what it looks like. It's all about what it feels like and the inner experience. Absolutely anyone can practice yoga. You do not have to be flexible, you do not have to have matching yoga outfits. I personally like to wear things that I feel comfortable in and that my bust feels supported in, so I really like these yoga sets. But I just wanted to put that little reminder out there. Anyone can practice yoga and meditation and self-care and wellness and rituals, and it's just all about your inner experience. And also just with painting and art, it doesn't even matter what your art looks like, it just matters how it made you feel when you created it. And these platforms are very external and are about, I guess, highlighting the beautiful parts of life and making things look aesthetic.
I just got a
so
really good fucking idea. Maybe we'll do the video this week.
Above that in any way, but I think it is just important to verbally say that it doesn't matter.
Tommy, can we do something fun? What are you doing today, Tommy?
Like. It's just about the journey of returning home and what that can do for yourself.
All right, enough nonsense for one day. Let's see what
Welcome to another snack.
Slightly higher IQ vegan is up to.
Welcome to another snack video. A big thanks to Go Macro for sponsoring this video. Today,
every single one of her fucking videos has a cat intro. Every single one of this girl's videos, it's like she has cats in the intro.
I have 3 snacks for you to hit 3 parts of your taste buds. We have a sweet, a savory.
These people are obsessed with rituals of any kind and say they aren't satanic.
And you can't forget tart. So I went full DIY this morning and made cashew milk from scratch. You can just use store-bought cashew milk or any other plant milk that you like, but I'm gonna be an overachiever today. So you can either soak your cashews overnight in the fridge, or you can do a quick soak method where you boil and let them sit.
You never did a Trader Joe's food haul? Yeah, when the pandemic nonsense hit, I scratched some of the grocery hauls I wanted to do. I still wanted to go to Aldi and Trader Joe's. So I could go to I could do like healthy food shopping at Trader Joe's or something, and just bring my phone in there and walk around and buy some stuff.
For a bit. But whichever one you choose, you're going to rinse your cashews once they're done soaking.
Do you think everyone is satanic?
Once you have the cashews in, I add a bit
Most
of water.
Influencers are.
Cinnamon.
I wonder why they use cashews always all the time as opposed to other nuts.
And agave. You can also use dates. To be honest, I would go with dates. It's much better. So I'm going to blend this for a few minutes, and the great thing about cashews is they pretty much blend throughout. There's not too much remnants left after.
Yeah, how much does
before the
someone has to do a test on that. When you put cashews in a blender for 5 minutes, how much they oxidize? Holy shit.
Tiny bits that are, I'm going to be using cheese.
There's probably, after she drinks that, there's probably cashew particles flowing through her heart's, flowing through the blood vessels in her heart.
Cloth. Usually I would use a fine strainer as well, but I'm on the move, so I'm going to use what I have.
Oh, cashews have like that little that buttery taste, right? Maybe that's why.
A regular strainer, cheesecloth, and then a bowl at the bottom to catch. There we have beautiful, beautiful cashew milk. I went ahead and put that in the fridge to cool while we make Go Macro cookies. So it's no secret that I love Go Macro bars, but something new I did find out recently is that I have a new favorite flavor. It's this one, the double chocolate and peanut butter chips. Go Macro is organic, vegan, gluten-free, and they seriously go above and beyond. They use 100% renewable energy, are 100% carbon.
Can you say astroturfing? How the fuck do you afford this multi-million-dollar facility to make your shitty vegan bars?
Neutral, and are working toward becoming zero waste and landfill free. That's so exciting.
I wonder what the magnetic fields are like coming off of those solar panels if you have to work in that building. They probably plug people in when they walk into the building. Microchip them.
Their trays are compostable, and they put a lot of emphasis on living a balanced, plant-based lifestyle. And I love the word balance because you can be vegan, you can be plant-based, but being balanced within that is key. So this bar is tons of chocolate and peanut butter, and it also has 11 grams of protein.
So why don't you eat like a Reese's Pieces or something? At least tastes good.
So I used 2 bars and I broke them into 4 pieces each. And then I warmed them up in my hands and rolled them into little balls.
I'm curious where this is going.
And then after I rolled them into balls, I just pressed firmly with my palm and made them into mini cookies.
She's got to add something to it, right? She has to.
Go Macro bars are seriously perfect the way that they are, and my favorite way to eat them is just with a glass of milk.
There's no fucking way am I lose? Is that oh man, she copyrighted me. No. Stream suspended for policy violations. Yeah, I forgot that girl's videos are copyrighted. I gotta remember not to watch her channel again. But No, that's kind of funny. She literally took the protein bars, she mashed them up into cookie shapes. Like it was a recipe. That's completely idiotic, but whatever. Let's see what this chick's up to.
Walking on fire, trying not to burn my feet. I'm tired of fighting, saying things we don't mean. You know I don't like it when you're packing your bag and turning your back, calling me a liar.
It's like conventional dietary wisdom of what's healthy, and they try to combine everything at once.
Calling me a liar, trying not to let my feelings get to me. Sometimes I can let them go.
Workout vlog, vegan what
So
I do.
now
Normal. So in this video I was thinking to take you along on what I eat today and also on my work day. So today is just normal work day. We're in the car to grocery shop for a week, but also for some recipes that I'm gonna photograph today. It is so many cars. It is actually Saturday, so it kind of makes sense why everyone is here. Usually we grocery shop just... It's important that you must...
Vegan tuna sandwich. How's she gonna make this?
Shooting some photos. I'm gonna make... It is in my app. Looks like this. So it is...
Vegan tuna sandwich. Okay, if you're making a vegan tuna sandwich, isn't that telling you something? Maybe you should take some omega-3 supplements?
It's a vegan tuna sandwich. You can make this tuna and have it for in a pasta salad, or you can also have it in a potato salad, or just have it in the fridge and
Or go
use
buy a
it as
can of tuna.
topping. It is so good. So first I'm going in with 1 can of chickpeas. I'm making for 2 servings, by the way. So I'm just gonna mash these up until it's... I mean, you can leave a few whole chickpeas if you want. It doesn't matter, but it's important that you mash them because that will work as a binder. So when you add plant milk later, it will be very, very creamy.
I mean, is someone... I'm assuming vegans are very familiar with blenders. I'm guessing they're trying to shred it to make it a texture similar to tuna.
Then I'm adding a tablespoon of tahini, but if you don't like tahini, or if you don't have, you can also use sunflower seed butter. I'm adding about a half tablespoon of capers.
I don't know if we've ever seen a vegan actually use capers in a recipe before. Usually it's like all cookie cutter ingredients, like the chickpeas and the tahini you pretty much see in just about every vegan day of eating video.
Gives a nice salty flavor. Some red onion, a teaspoon of agave or maple syrup, a splash of apple cider vinegar, half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And then this calls for pickles, but I don't have any, so instead I'm adding a little bit more agave syrup. Then I'm adding some plant milk.
What kind of concoction is this?
Looking good if you want to focus there. I've actually had some messages about why I don't eat on camera. It's simply because I don't like eating and talking in the same time. Maybe it seems like my work day hasn't started yet. It has.
This is a joke. What is this, compost pile? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's different ingredient components to try to make the food somewhat palatable. But I mean, yeah, adding seasonings or sweeteners to food generally make it taste better, but if the food doesn't taste good on its own, it's usually not good for you. That should at least taste somewhat good on its own. Are they brothers and sisters? What? Her hands are bigger than his.
Good morning. We actually have a blanket on today because it's
very rare.
in this.
Like, I don't know if you can your complexion get much worse than that?
60s, 64 Fahrenheit, which I know is not cold to most of you, but for Florida weather, it's chilly and we are taking advantage of it.
It's like 65 fucking degrees. They're outside on the porch with a blanket drinking coffee.
You want to tell them about our day? Oh, well. That makes it even sadder. Do you want to tell them about our tea?
Is she 80 years old? Well, drinking coffee. She just needs a fucking rocking chair.
Tea. This is a good coffee replacement. It's herbal, which means there's no caffeine.
He likes to pronounce the H on purpose.
Tea is very bad for fluoride. It's not something I talk about a lot, but very, very high in fluoride usually.
Tastes a lot like coffee.
So if you guys haven't tried dandelion tea, you should try it because it's kind of our new obsession.
Oh, they're drinking dandelion tea. I don't know if that still has the same concern.
Okay, so we're having green juice.
This is funny, man. You got this fucking exotic fruit. I think that's the jackfruit, I think. It grows in the middle of the jungle. They had it shipped halfway across the world so they can eat it in their nice, white, pristine kitchen. Where are they, in Canada or some shit? Just the irony of this is, and then what they're promoting by being vegan, like, oh, we're good for the environment, we're sustainable. It's like, it's so contradictory.
Which, I got off track on this for a while, but I got back on it, and now I'm making him do it every day too, which is not
Vegans in any environment below 70 degrees, they're cold. I think below 75 vegans get cold, maybe even 80.
I'm getting used to it.
When I make green juice, I make it really, really heavy on the greens and
Potent.
not so heavy on the sweet stuff. I can't even. Oh my gosh, it's like a 30-pound jackfruit.
Yeah.
Guys, let's be kind of nice. You can't call her Simnett in drag, okay? We can't say stuff like that.
This knife for this is like a joke. We need oil. We figured out that the only way to do this is with oil. Like oil on your hands, oil on the knife, because the jackfruit has...
It's very sticky.
Like latex almost. Don't mind me just oiling up my knife over here. So this is from a local fruit farm. Don't try this at home.
So it's local, apparently.
My hands are slipping on this knife. Ooh, it's really dripping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do we have a towel or something?
Doesn't it look like something like a dinosaur is supposed to eat?
First of all, we eat pretty much the same thing. Like, we eat our meals for the most part together. So I think we pretty much eat similar things every day. The difference is that he's pretty much 100% no sugar.
Yeah.
Using a knife with oily hands, yeah, not the best advice. Your channel is going down. What are the Freemasons going to hit the censor harder button? Because I'm embarrassing all of them.
No processed sugar.
I still do some fruit.
Some fruit, but I probably eat more fruit than you.
Yeah.
Other than that, we both don't have gluten because we found that there were certain things that helped with autism, and 4 of them, oh goodness.
No dairy.
No dairy, which was easy because you're already eating a plant-based diet. No gluten, no grains, and no sugar.
Yeah. So no fun stuff, basically.
No fun stuff.
Yeah.
Except for jackfruit. Jackfruit's fun.
Jackfruit's fun.
Look, I did it.
Wow, that's perfect.
This is the messy part, but it's so worth it at the end. If you guys have never had jackfruit, it tastes like bubblegum. So we actually, last time we had a jackfruit, we planted one of the seeds, and a little mini jackfruit tree is already growing. I think it's gonna take like 5 years for it to.
Like, it takes 5 years to grow a fruit tree. You can't eat a more unrealistic food.
Produce fruit, but really excited about that.
Yeah, something to look forward to.
That's our compost bowl. And so then you have this big piece of fruit that had a seed in it, and you take all the little stringy things off. That's it. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
My ears are like bubble gum.
Okay, I guess this is breakfast. Does this count as breakfast?
I guess so.
Okay.
Usually, don't they usually do watermelon? They usually have a whole watermelon for breakfast, and they're eating 15 minutes later.
So much jackfruit. I finished mine a minute ago, and he is almost done.
Mine's a lot bigger than hers is, so that's why I'm still going.
How long do you think this took us?
Probably around
The dinner that we want to make, so we're heading to the grocery store, and I've made us some smoothies to go.
She had a smoothie for breakfast. She ate some jackfruit. Then she's having another smoothie.
All right, so in these smoothies, we've got homemade almond milk, spinach, frozen bananas.
I'm just believing more and more that these people are just paid shills and they don't fucking believe in anything they do at this point.
For me,
how you would grovel in submission.
We'd have a little lunch picnic. I made us a really large salad with romaine, cucumber, tomato, avocado, and hemp seeds. And
the caloric density of this meal is just so the general day of eating is so low. She's probably she's gonna bake, so she's making
blueberry
something.
cheesecake. There is a little bit of
So she's making a dessert. So she eats food that's very low caloric density, fruit, vegetables, pretty much smoothies all day, and then she has to bake something that's higher caloric density, something grain-based or sugar-based or like bakery stuff.
dates in the crust and a little bit of blueberries, obviously. But then we use monk fruit, which is a nice sugar-free alternative. It's my favorite.
It's like thinking like, oh, it's the same thing with that other girl. They think putting a bunch of healthy ingredients together makes the food healthy. When in reality, are the foods even healthy in the first place?
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Merle, and today we're going to be talking about something a little controversial. I'm not here to tell you I'm not eating vegan anymore. What I'm going to do today is talk about my views on veganism and how I made it work for me. Because let's be honest, it can be a little judgy. First and foremost, let's get one thing straight. Veganism and plant-based.
Yeah, I think vegan girls must be they must be doing some hand exercises because they all have really big hands. Like, I don't know, I've never dated a girl with hands like that before. And if I saw a girl with hands like that before, there's usually some fairly obvious physical traits that might not be talking to a girl. You should keep your hands out of the frame. You think they would do that by now. They're getting too comfortable. Soon they're just gonna come on with fucking 5 o'clock shadow and just not fucking give a shit. There's gonna be is there gonna be a new vegan YouTube channel, like a vegan girl with a beard, like the bearded vegan girl or some shit? I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening. How much for a vegan girl to restrict Frank's blood flow? What are you guys fantasizing about?
vegan products that they have available. We did this last week at Target and you seem to love the video, so we're going to do it again at Costco, and yeah, let's just head in. Costco has a wide variety of produce options available. We're not going to go into too much detail about the produce just because I feel like it's very self-explanatory, but if we see anything special, we'll definitely point it out. Our focus today is going to be specialty, fun products that I guess are exciting in terms of vegan products that are available. So Costco actually has an apple pie that is accidentally vegan. We can't find it at our store, but I just wanted to mention it just in case you're able to find it at a local store near you.
Way too boring. Let's see if we can find something reasonable. I think I check out Carnivore, see if he's exploded yet. We checked out that girl already. Mike's boring as hell. What's this guy's fucking thumbnail? It's like he's pinned up against the wall. Thanksgiving taste test. Oh, you guys should see my tofurkey video from last year. Amanda Ducks. Full week of waffles with Layla. I mean, I'm always tempted by the half-naked girl in the thumbnail, but we all know they're just doing that for clickbait. Going vegan for a day, Nicole, you know. Top 10 arguments against veganism of all time. Have you guys seen anything you want to watch? Can cats be vegan?
Hi, it's Paul from Herbivore with another set of savage responses to anti-vegan nonsense. Carnivores don't shame other carnivores for eating plants, but vegans shame other vegans all the time. Child molesters don't shame each other either. What's your point? I hope Cat at least gets some meat. Sounds as though you really care about certain types of animals. You are the very definition of projection and should be highly embarrassed at your lack of self-awareness. He's actually an ex-vegan, that's why he speaks about the negativity about it. Vegan is not healthy. Ask my ex-vegan friend. He was a woman. Wake up, bellend. Can't just keep it to themselves that they are vegan. Now fight in UFC.
Was this some low IQ nonsense? Just like taking dumbass comments and responding to them with like regular just vegan agenda appeal to authority stuff.
If you think your protein is enough, you'd like
vegan bikini haul. I think we need some relief. Is there such thing as a vegan bikini haul? I think we're a little late in the year for bikini hauls. Maybe there's some Australian girls doing it. Oh, a vegan bikini pro. Bikini try on. Vegan bikini contest prep. Bikini prep. Is this the same girl we just clicked on? Elena Lips. No, this is someone else. Oh wait, Hitomi did a try on haul.
Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here and spending time with me. And
see, I don't like the way Hitomi does these because she just like sits there and talks about the clothes.
Hello, it is Sunday today. I've never actually vlogged on a Sunday because usually I spend Saturday nights at Michael's and I don't really like vlogging when I'm at his.
Vegan bikini competitor. Can you choose like a quicker way to become infertile, at least if you were a biological female? Vegan bikini competitor. Going vegan and then depriving your calories to low body fat?
But I'm just walking to the store now to buy
I mean, with that brow ridge, I mean...
a snack and a can of Monsters.
With that brow ridge, I I think we should move on.
So as you guys can see from the clips I took this morning, I just had my regular coffee and I had 3 lentil cakes, and I found these vegan wafers at like this random corner store. The macros are quite shit, but I could fit one in today because it's a refeed day. My first refeed day out of 2. So I had one of those. It was really good. I just did them into my coffee really. And then I had my breakfast, which was as usual, my chocolate oats. They taste.
She's exhausted just talking.
It's so freaking good, but
I'm out of shape, but I'm not that out of shape.
yeah, I decided to vlog both my refeed days this week, so I'm going to combine 2 days in one just because I'm not training today, so I'm not going to have any training.
Jesus, vegan bodybuilding, can it be more unhealthy than that? Happy to see vegan bikini competitors. Yeah, well, they're not going to have a place. This is ridiculous. This is the problem. Like, I try to be fairly like lackadaisical about pointing out that a lot of these females are actually males. But if you think a female can't, first of all, a biological female cannot look like that regardless of what diet she is following, let alone a vegan diet. So when these people do this shit and they create these incredibly unrealistic body images for females, like that's insane. Like, it's like, and obviously like the bone structure, like, come on, like, do we have to even fucking point it out? Like, this is ridiculous. But they put on a fucking bikini and they're suddenly a female. Is that so? If I put on a bikini, am I gonna be a female? Like, yeah, let people do their own fucking thing. But then when you start creating unrealistic body images, the point is, if you don't point out to people that you're not a female, you're creating an unrealistic body image. Like females gonna try to get a fucking Adonis belt and maintain 8% body fat year round from a male perspective.
Hi guys.
We have another one.
It's Em here. This is my very first YouTube video, and basically I'm filming this leading up to the
I can't fucking I'm just fucking grossed out today. I can't take this shit. I can't take this. Oh my god, another vegan bikini guy. Holy shit.
Good morning, guys.
Please fuck off.
It is Saturday, September 19th. I just got done at the gym with
Yo, honestly, where is this fucking factory? Where are they just churning these things out at this point? I'm sick of this shit. Like, look at the shoulders. Look at the shoulders. What the fuck? This is ridiculous. Okay, so if you put on a bikini and twist your body, you're female? Like, come on, this is fucking gross. Shit.
Hi guys, let's go.
All right, well, boys, it's a pretty safe bet that none of the vegan females we've watched today are actually females. So let's just leave the live stream at that before I get myself into any more trouble. So we can just do a Q&A for a few minutes and then we'll wrap this up because we're not making this into a transvestigation stream. Okay, bikini next stream. I don't own a bikini or any woman's clothing. Sorry, boys. Don't get too excited. I would actually be very hard pressed to find usually it's very difficult to find. I don't know why this is out of focus. It might be very difficult to find an actual female to show what their body fat's actually supposed to look like. I don't know why this is not focusing. Okay, there we go. Earthling Ed. Troll account. Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of I kind of wish, I mean, when I had that jaw surgery, we kind of took like a month off of live streaming, and our viewership went way down. But we'll see how it goes for another few weeks. And if I really don't want to do these live streams anymore, maybe we'll just do one a week. Because I think one live stream a week might make a lot more sense. But I mean, it's a combination of things. We like right now. Oh, whoops. Let me move that back. Right now we have what? We have like 100 viewers in the live stream, and that should be enough. But it's a little discouraging. I used to 400 or 500 viewers usually. So the combination of YouTube censoring my channel, other channels targeting and harassing me, what's going on in the world right now. I mean, other people might have noticed a drop in their viewership somewhat, but not going down to 10 to 15% of what they used to have. So we'll see how the live streams, as I said, we'll see how the live streams go for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then maybe we'll just do if you join Primal Zoom's call tonight, yeah, tell that Freemason asshole to keep slapping his children on the ass when he's dressed as a fucking priest. Promote your live streams more. I see people commenting, where are the streams on your main channel? I mean, like in my video today, I said we're doing a live stream. Ever since I started calling out the Freemasons and pointing out plagiarism of my channel, I basically started losing a lot of viewership. But that has more to do with YouTube actually physically censoring my channel and not alert. I mean, it's a combination of several factors, but we'll see. I like to stick to doing the live streams Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but right now it's just not making sense from a growth perspective of the channel. Mainly because Tuesday, if I do a Toyota Corolla news live stream, I talk about stuff that you're not supposed to talk about on YouTube. The video gets demonetized. They're probably censoring my channel further, and people don't seem to care that I'm the only person that's talking about the truth about what's going on in the world with like the 5 grams towers and like all the other carnivore dieters are going along with that the COVID's real and all that shit. Not one of them are telling the truth. But no one seems to care that I talk about the truth. So doing a live stream like that, adding those videos to my channel doesn't seem to matter. Maybe people do care. It's just YouTube censors my channel further when I talk about that. People don't really like some people like the live stream, the workout live streams, but my channel hasn't really been a workout fitness channel. It's been a dietary channel. The nutrition Q&As are kind of over because without new viewership, people kind of have all their questions answered, and usually unless you have like 250, 300 viewers on the live stream, it's pretty difficult to if you stream on Frank Tefano, you'll get 400 viewers. Algorithm won't change. It's a myth. I think we might switch back to streaming on the main channel and just putting the videos unlisted. It does seem like since I stopped doing Google ads and since I stopped live streaming on my main channel, the channel has grown a little bit, but the channel hasn't grown a significant enough amount for me to actually care. I think we've gotten like 2,000 subscribers in 6 months, which is kind of a fucking joke, to be honest. If not live streaming on my channel is going to get like 2,000 subscribers in 6 months, okay, by the time I'm 80 years old, I'll have 300,000 subscribers or some shit. Like, who fucking cares? We'll see. Maybe we'll do the thing is, that's the thing though. If I do the live streams on my main channel, then I can't talk about, then I won't be comfortable talking about the COVID pandemic bullshit. That's the main reason. If I live stream on the main channel, we'd have to probably just keep it to Q&As and that type of stuff. No Reddit, no YouTube. So what's next? Yeah, they're all heavily censored. You can't talk about anything. It's just a hive mind bullshit. Are you denying the pandemic is fake? It's completely fucking ridiculous. Like every aspect of it is ridiculous. And you could watch the last 2 live streams on Toyota Corolla on this channel if you want an idea of why it's fake and why it's all planned, and why all of these Masonic actors and Freemasons in the United States are just basically going along and deceiving masses. I was even looking at an article the other day, like CDC has admitted that they don't even have coronavirus, like they don't even have a sample of the virus or what it is. And it's just starting. You know, no one's actually died from COVID yet. They're just faking the deaths. They're just taking people that have pre-existing health conditions and just killing them on ventilators in hospitals. I'm more concerned about when they actually turn these Wi-Fi towers to higher frequencies, if people are gonna start dropping. And you're over here spewing BS. No wonder why you get censored. Okay, so if I was spewing bullshit, why would I get censored? Vegans spew bullshit all the time. Like that's like these gaslighting comments are really stupid. They're debunked with very simple logic. No sample, no vaccines. Start a Pornhub channel. They'd probably censor me on whatever platform I move to. But we'll wrap this up, guys. Just wanted to give you guys an idea that we might change the live stream stuff up, because doesn't seem, you know, I think that combination of, you know, switching to this channel and then taking the month off might have been the nail in the coffin, but we'll see. You know, I've been doing it for almost 3. It's just kind of discouraging, you know. I've been live streaming on a pretty consistent schedule for almost 3 years now. And it's a little disheartening that, you know, hundreds of viewers would not, you know, like hundreds of viewers would just stop watching me when I switched, like just because I took a 1 month break. So who knows? It's hard to say. But we'll wrap this up for tonight. So I don't know what video I'm going to do tomorrow, but we'll see how this week goes. Maybe if I was sleeping a little better, it'd be easier. But I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video. And if you have any questions, or if you want to any questions or comments or whatever, just post them on my main channel, because I don't usually check the comments on this channel because there's not that many. Why did I delete my Snapchat? I didn't really use it. I use Snapchat like once a month, so I was like, let me just get rid of this account. If you think they're Mason, you can still sometimes talk to Masons if you have the wit. It's more about what they stand for. You know, they deceive people and they sell people crappy agrochemical products. They plagiarize and steal my information and then tell me it's not my information. It's just more about the principle. It's just ridiculous behavior.